I am finding it incredibly annoying and disturbing that there is so much hate. There is so much hate, so much aggression, so much judgment across the board, every which way, towards Trump, towards Hillary, towards Republicans, towards Democrats. It's insane. It's insane how much anger and rage every day everyone is spewing. Everyone is looking for an opportunity to attack and judge harshly somebody else. Everybody's so eager to point the finger at somebody else. No one wants to point the finger at themselves. No one wants to point the finger at their favorite celebrities or politicians or whatever they might be. Everyone else is wrong. We're right. Everyone else is an a-hole. We're not. Everyone else is a racist, a sexist, a misogynist, a homophobe, a fascist. We're not. We're good. We're wonderful. We do everything right. They do everything wrong. If they say one word that can be taken out of context, then we'll take it out of context and use it to attack them and beat them over the head with it. It's terrible. It's so diminishing of our own humanity, of our own self-esteem and our self-respect, when that becomes our prime directive, is to just be on the internet and attack people who disagree with us, and send so much violent, aggressive thoughts and energy towards them. You really might want to consider, not doing that, not spending so much time needing to scour the airwaves and the internet waves, so to speak, to find somebody and something to attack and go, aha, see, I was right, they were wrong. Get a hobby, get a life. Yeah, I know it's important what happens in our world. It's important what happens in our country. It's important, what our politicians do, etc. Yeah, but we are spending way too much time being insane with our rage and our judgment and our hostility and our attack thoughts and our attack words, at the very least. So I have an idea. It's certainly completely, fanciful and magical. But I had a thought, what if everybody, each one of us, decided to take one day off? We all agree on one day. We're not going to say a word about anything. We're not going to tweet or anything. We're not going to post anything vicious or angry and judgmental and attacking. We're not going to tweet anything attacking. We're going to try to just keep our mouth and our fingers shut for one day. One day, try to be at peace with the world and your fellow brothers and sisters. Just for one day, try to withhold acting on your harsh judgments. Maybe for one day even look at your harsh judgments and see and consider the possibility that maybe you're wrong, or maybe you're overreacting, or maybe you should dial it down a bit, or maybe you should find a way to be more compassionate at the same time that you make your counterpoint. One day, if one day we all decided we're going to just keep our mouths shut and not express our anger and our rage, what would that be like? We'll never know, because people can't do it, because we are so invested in our ego and in our harsh judgment of others, so we can feel good about ourselves, regardless of all the crap people do that we may feel justified in being angry about. It really just comes down to our ego wanting to be right and wanting to make everyone else wrong and wanting to make everyone else guilty. One day, if we could just not do that. Of course, what would happen? I don't know what the nighttime talk shows would talk about. I don't know what the daytime talk shows would talk about. I don't know what CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, Breitbart News, I don't know what they would talk about or write about. The weather, right? Their hat size, yeah. What they had for lunch. That might be that actually might be a good thing. I've been kind of joking about people who post their what they had for lunch, and they take a nice picture of their plate, but maybe they got the right idea. Maybe they've got the right idea. But just for one day. Look, obviously, we'll never be able to coordinate something like this, but you could do it. You could do it just for one day and see what you feel like and see how that makes you feel and see what kind of urges and impulses you have that you're holding back and look at them and consider. Maybe it was a good thing to take a day off. Who knows?